Om. 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 कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परां गतिम् यः पिबन् सततं रामचरितामृतसागरम् अतृप्तस्थं मुनिं वन्दे प्राचेतसमकल्मषम् गोष्पतीकृतवाराशिं वशकीकृतराक्षसं रामायणमामाला रत्नं वन्दे नीलात्मजम् अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकी शोकनाशनं कपीशं मक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करं मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठम् वातात्मजं वानरयूतमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारी परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमद राक्षसान्तम् वर वाल्मीकिगिरिसम्बोधा रामसागरगामिनी पुनादिभुवनं पुण्या रामायणमहानदी वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसि जाते दशरथात्मजे वेदप्राचेतसादासीत् साक्षात् रामायणात्मना आपतामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः मङ्गलं कौसलेन्द्राय महनीय गुणाब्धये चक्रवर्ती तनूजाय सार्वभौमाय मङ्गलम् सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। 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 To attract attention from attraction of Ravana, but also to estimate the army strength and the strength Ravana has in his mind as confidence. To estimate that Hanumanji has to do something extra than just discovering Gita, Sita. The negativities in us, represented by these Rakshasas, they are no doubt with us for a long time, for many, many lives. Those negativities, how strong they are, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, we won't know. A guru's role is not only to give knowledge, but also to find how deep are those karma vasanas and negative traits in us. And to understand that, all the sadhanas are prescribed. When we sit for japa, the mind goes all over the place. When we sit for puja, again, mind is not there. When we deal with people, ego comes up. When we are not getting what we want, we get angry. When we look at others, we get jealous. When we see things that we like, we become very passionate. All these things are so strongly rooted. They are to be overcome. Knowledge will not take place unless these impurities are eradicated from their roots. And it cannot happen as a miracle. It cannot happen one day. It may take lives. Knowledge is easy. You can read it from the book. Nowadays, YouTube. So many things are there. But do they really help us? So here Hanumanji trying to estimate the negativities, how much that he has to fight. Even with the help of Ram also, it will be hard. But one person will be sufficient. Dashamukha, extrovertedness. And along with the extrovertedness comes all the negativities and impurities. So the one Dashamukha is sufficient to challenge anybody, but to talk of all others along with him. So he had to estimate what is that war against us, what is that ensuing combat with the enemy, how strong is he, and show him how strong is the Duta of Ram. How strong is the knowledge that can thrash down everything else. Sarvam karma kilam partha jnane parisamapyate. Why Bhagavan Krishna talks about amanitvam, madambitvam, ahimsa, kshanti, arjavam, acharyopasanam, shaucham, stairyam. The reason is the impurities can be overcome only by slowly imparting samskaras, the values of the positive nature. So only those replacements consciously done would be helpful for us to overcome the natural negativities that we are born with, unfortunately. And added to that, why I say unfortunate, because people around us don't seem to have problem with those things. Neither they indicate to us, nor they themselves are free of it. So when the entire community, society in which one lives is not even bothered about removing those negativities, nor do they themselves have any effort, they are not taking any effort to remove that in themselves. If somebody is angry, we'll say, okay, that is what it is. That's what he is. Now, why do we just accept that? Why do we accept jealousy as okay? Why do you accept pride and greed as okay? Because everybody does that. So bringing an end to all these things can be a Herculean task for an individual who does not have any support system. So satsanga and viveka are necessary for individual to take up that war. It doesn't happen by itself. So he has to come with a huge amount of army to destroy that. But he has to estimate, first of all, what kind of enemy that we are going to face here. And go and tell Rama, don't take him for very easily. He's a very, very strong ego there sitting. And he's guarding, holding Sita there. So we stopped at what place that we stopped at? Sukham Gamishyami. Okay, I think we finished at 13. Now we'll start here. Tato marutavat gurukruttaha
Tato marutavat kriddaha
marutir bhima vikramaha
Marutir bhima vikramaha
Ruvegena mahata
Uruvegena mahata
Truman Ksheptum Atarepat Truman Ksheptum Atarabat
Druman ksheptumatharabat
Tadastat Hanuman Viraha
Tatastad Hanuman viraha
Pavanja Pramatavanam
Babanja pramadavanam
Maddat Vichas Samagrishtam
Mattadvija samagushtam
Anadrumalatayutam
Nanadrumalayat yutam
Tadvanam Matitair Vrikshaihi
Tadvanam mathitairvrikshaihi
Vitnaischa Chalilashayaihi
Bhinnaischa salilashayaih
Churnidai Parvatagraischa
Churnitai parvatagraischa
Abhova Priyadarshanam
Babhuva priyadarshanam
Nana Shakunta Virutaihi
Nana shakunta virutaihi
Prabhinna Sarilashayaihi
Prabhinna salilashayaih
Tambre Kisalayai Klantaihi
Tambhrai kisalayai klantaihi
Klantadrumalatayutaihi
Klantadruma latayutaihi
Nababau Tatvanam Tatra
Nababhau tadvanam tatra
Davanalahatam Yata
Dava nalahatam yatha
Akula Varana Rechuhu
Vyakula varana rejuhu
Vihvala Ivata Lataha
Vihvala ivatalataha
Tataha. The only way to attract the attention of Ravana is to destroy what he loved the most. So this Pramada Pramada means usually women. Also it can be beautiful. So the beautiful forest that he has been cherishing as his best. Also we know that it is equal to even that of the Nandavanam of the heavens. So tato marutavat ruttaha. Like when the wind comes, how powerful it is. Santa Ana wind. There is such a speed in which in September, October, November time, and sometimes it may be coming later also. When the storm happens, not with the water, but even the sunstorm, means windstorm, it can burn, it can dry up everything. So here, Marutavat tataha ruddaha, very angry, Marutihi, Bhima Vikramaha, mighty form, mighty power, Uruvege namahata, with so much of a power, uruvegena. And that very power is like that of the thighs. Uruvegena mahata. Now, wherever strength of the body is pretty much in the lower part of the body is in the thighs. Druman ksheptum arabat. So, the strength of that, any of this is a pillar of any building. The pillar of the body is the thighs. So, with these thighs, he started to break Druman, all the trees. Druman ksheptum, to throw away, started. Arabat. Viraha Babancha Pramadavanam. He started to break the entire, even though Vanam it is called, it's a garden basically, with so many trees and plants and beautiful, very selected from the world, all over the world and universe. Ravana had gone, conquered the places and brought certain very precious kind of trees. That's why he was very proud of that. Tataha Anuman Viraha Pramadavanam Babanja Matta Dvija Samagushtam. Dvija here, the birds. Samagushtam, they were crying and making loud noise because of they are kind of maddened by the situation there. And Nana Druma Latayutam Vanam. So Dushtam, Gushtam, usually that very Vanam has got so much of, we can say, noise, as well as the chirping of all the birds. That Vanam has been destroyed by him. Tatvanam matitaihi vrukshaihi. And while that very odd garden is being crushed, matitaihi vrukshaihi, by the trees being burned, crushed, binnaischa, cut into, destroyed into half, salilashayehi, and also salila asha, the ponds which had the waters are also churnitaihi, being crushed again. Parvatagraischa, the summit of all the mountains or hills that were there. Babuva apriya darshanam, it became unpleasant to see. Nana shakunta virutaihi, being tried by many kinds of birds. Prabinna salilashayahi, again destroyed all the ponds. Tamraihi kisalayahi klantaihi, and all the various shoots of various flowers that were there, klantaihi, dried up in the very ocean, or very pond in which they were all growing, brown in color. Tamrai klanta druma latayutaihi, destroyed all the various creepers and various trees that were there, which are filled with so many leaves. Tadvanam tatra davanalahatam yata vyakula avarna rejuhu vihvala iva talata. What a comparison here. There is no more that anymore vanam there. Natatra vanam babo. There is no more tree. The vanam there. Davanalahatam yata. Just like a place where it is gutted by the fire. In the same way, Vyakula Varana. So it is Rejuhu Vihala Iva. So this is a beautiful comparison is given as the Vihwala means one who has the distressed woman. And here it is said that when all the trees that were there, which were given, which all the leaves gone, how will it appear? It is agitated. When it is started to agitate, rejuhu means to shake up. To shake up completely, a distressed woman. So the leaves that were there on the trees have been shaken up so much, Vyakula Varana. So which is filled with trees originally, the leaves originally, now they are all either gone or agitated, as like that of a woman, distressed woman who is trembling. So the comparison is given, Vyakula Varana, Reju Vihvala Iva. The trees that were there, which was devoid of the leaves and agitated, are like that of the distressed woman who is shaken up. Talataha, those very lata, the creepers, all of them are destroyed there. Lata grihai chitra grihaischa saditaihi.
Lata grihaishchitra grihaischa saditaihi.
Vyaler mrigair artaravaischa pakshibihi.
Vyalair mrigair artaravaischa pakshibihi.
Shilagrhairunmatitairstata grihaihi.
Shilagrhairunmathitaistatha grihaihi.
Pranashtarupam tadambud mahatvanam.
Pranashtarupam tadabhun mahatvanam.
Savihvala shokalata pradana.
Savihva lashokalata pratana.
Vanastali shokalata pratana.
Vanasthali shokalata pratana.
Jata dashasya pramata vanasya.
Jata dashasya pramada vanasya.
Kapir balati pramata vanasya.
Kapir baladhi pramada vanasya.
Tatasya kritva jakati patir mahan.
Tatassa kritva jagati pater mahan.
Mahadvyalikam manaso mahatmanah.
Mahadvyalikam manaso mahatmanah.
Yutsureko bahubir mahabalaihi.
Yuyutsureko bahubhir mahabalaihi.
Riyajvalanto ranamashritah kapihi.
Shriyajvalam storanamashritah kapihi.
Not only the lata grihaihi filled with those places are destroyed, which are all the one? He destroyed lata griha. Lata griha, the creeper house. The shelters in which the creepers and the leaves have been overgrown to give a beautiful protection to the entire garden from the sun, which are overgrown only to cover beautifully those chitragrihai and beautiful houses or places where they have put a lot of paintings, etc., which he has again collected from various places. Saditaihi, being destroyed. Vyalaihi mrgaihi artaravaischa. All the various animals that are there, like the vyala and mrgas, all other animals, tigers and other animals, artaravaischa, and they were shouting, crying out, pakshibihi, all the various beautiful birds are also. Shilagrihaihi unmatitaihi, and also some of the houses or the places are which are made of stone, that also being crushed to ground. Tata grihaihi pranashtarupam. Unmatkitaihi grihi panashta rupam, the form of that very place, tat abhut mahatvanam, that huge forest or a garden became so like a deadly war zone. Sa bihvala shoka lata pratana, so being that entire place which are filled with creepers, etc., being one like gone with crushed by his power, Vanastali, uh, Vanastali is again the garden, Shokalata Pratana. So it is interesting, this particular verse is so beautiful. So Shokalata Pratana. See, symbolically, that the place was a place of sorrow for Sita, because that place was not giving any joy to her. Now, Shokalata Pradana. So it's interesting. So that that which is giving sorrow as the covering, now that is destroyed. How? Not only he had destroyed the Shokam of Sita, he destroyed the garden that gives Shoka to her also. Shokalata Pratana Ashokavanam. So it became Ashokavanam. So Shokavanam became Ashokavanam now. Because इसमें कुछ शौक नहीं है. So it is interesting that Jata Dashasya Pramadavanasya, that one became like that, which is none other than the greatly, proudly owned by Dashasya, Dashamukasya. Kabehe Baladhi Pramadavanasya. Shokalada Pradana Jata. So it became Shokavana, not because it is for him, for Dasharatha it became Shokavana. Pratana means spread. Pratana means spread. The Shokalata Pratana. It became a place of sorrow for Dashasya Pramadavanasya Jata Kapehe Balat. Pramadavanasya, of that very Pramadavanam became a place of sorrow for Dasharatha, the Dashamukha now. Tatah sakrutva jagati padehe mahatmanah mahat velikam manasah mahan. So this is tatah sa mahat velikam krutva mahatmanah manasah jagati padehe mahatmanah manasah. Not only he brought a disturbance to the very Vanam, but he has brought a great disturbance to the Lord of the the world, which is none other than here Dashamukha. He brought so much of distress to Ravana, basically. And also, Yuyutsuhu ekaha bahubir mahabalaihi shriya jwalantoranamashritah kapihi. Kapihi, the monkey, Yuyutsuhu. Yuyutsu means Yoddumichuhu. Desire to fight. Now, the consequences are very, very going to be dangerous. So, therefore, he was ready to fight. And how many are there for him? Ekaha. He is all by himself, waiting. Where? Jwalantoranam ashritah. At the very entrance of that very garden, which is brilliantly shining with its archways. Jwalan Toranam Ashritah Kabihi Yuyutsuhu Ekaha. And that what kind of Toranam is? Shriya Jwalan Toranam Ashritah. by its own brilliance. Bahubihi Mahabalaihi Shriya. But that very place, which is very well known for its splendor, etc., that very place, which has been this Thoranam, which has that archways, and there Hanumanji stood there alone. So that is what it is for Ravana to face. Now he would be, first of all, he would not be known, and it would not be known to him unless somebody goes and tells him. And so now Hanumanji has to make sure that the information reaches him, because it's far away from the main entrance of main palace of Ravana. So what would he do? So he will have to threaten all the women who are surrounding, they were all sleeping around Sita. So here in the next chapter, Ityashe Srimad Ramayana Valmiki Adikavi Sundarakanda Eka Chatvarimshah Sarga 41. Now 42 begins. Tata Pakshininadena
Tatah Pakshininaadena
Vrikshabhangasyanena cha
Vrikshabhangasvanena cha
Babhuvastrasa Sampranta
Babhuvustrasa sambhrantaha
Sarve Lanka Nivasinaha
Sarve Lanka nivasinaha
Dhrutascha Bayastrastaha
Vidrutascha bhayatrastaha
Vinadair Mrgapakshinaha
Vinedur mrigapakshinaha
Vinedur Mrgapakshinaha
Vinedur mrigapakshinaha
Rakshasam Chanimittani
Rakshasam cha nimittani
Krurani Pratipedire
Krurani pratipedire
Tato Gatayam Nidrayam
Tato gatayam nidrayam
Rakshasyo Vikrutananaha
Rakshasyo vikritananaha
Atmanam Dadrushur Bhagnam
Tadvanam dadrushur bhagnam
Tam Chaviram Mahakapim
Tam cha viram mahakapim
Tatam Drishtva Mahabahuhu
Sata drishtva mahabahuhu
Mahasatvo Mahabalaha
Mahasatvo mahabalaha
Sakara Sumahatrupam
Chakara sumahadrupam
Rakshasinam Vayavaham
Rakshasinam vayavaham
Tadastu Girisankasham
Tatastu girisankasham
Adhikayam Mahabalam
Atikayam mahabalam
Rakshasyo Vanaram Drishtva
Rakshasyo vanaram drishtva
Prapuchur Janakatmajam
Papruchur janakatmajam
Tataha Pakshininadena Vrikshabrangasyanena cha Vrikshabhangasyane. Having heard this sound and cry of all the birds, and also the breaking down of all the trees, Trasaha Sambrantaha Sarve Lanka Nivasinaha Babuvuhu. All the people in the Lanka have become so afraid. Trasaha Sarve Sambrantaha, they completely became so bewildered, totally confused. What is going on here? Because when suddenly something like that happens, which they never expected, because has been the rule of Lanka has been very, very quiet and calm. All that anything happens is only at Ravana's court. Otherwise, he was so benevolent to his citizens. It's not that he's, some people would show him as probably, destroying everybody, misbehaving with women. No, he won't do all those things. He is otherwise a very, very smart and extremely able administrator. Only, if he is disturbed, he will have the arrogance to hit it back. But otherwise, they were all very safe. But now, they were all totally confused about what is happening. Vidritascha payatrastaha, they started to run around here and there and started to, because of the fear, vineduhu, mriga pakshinaha, even those mriga and pakshis, all the all the animals and birds also started to make big noise and run around. Rakshasamcha, all the Rakshasas also, nimittani, krurani nimittani pratibedire. They started to see, or they started to feel that there are some bad omens everywhere. So now these Rakshasis who are around Sita, Nidrayam Gatayam Tataha Rakshasyaha Vikrutananaha, the ugly faces that they have, ugly faced all the Rakshasis who are there, having their sleep gone because of the sound that they heard. Tatvanam dadrshuhu bagnam. They saw the entirely destroyed vanam around. Tam chaviram maha kapim. And also they saw the huge monkey standing there, which they had never seen before. Because they were asleep all the time when the conversation with Sita took place. Because at that time they were not awake, because they were made to sleep also by the divine will, so that they won't be hearing or seeing anything that happened between Sita and Hanumanji. Sa ta drishtva mahabahuhu mahasattva mahabalaha and chakara mahat sumahat rupam rakshasinam bhayava. Already he was big, but he wanted to create a chaos among them. So he became much bigger than what he has been. So drishtva, and seeing them, tam drishtva, mahasattva mahabahu mahabalaha sumahatrupam chakar. Further he grew rakshasinam bhayavaham rupam, that which can bring a great fear in the heart of all the rakshasis. So what is that? Tatahastu girisankasham madikayam mahabalam, equal to that of a huge mountain, that kind of a form. Vanaram drishtva rakshasyaha, seeing this huge monkey, Janakatmajam paprachuhu. Then they asked Sita, who is this? I'm sure you know about this because you never go to sleep. You are always awake. And how this entire forest has been destroyed. And I'm sure it is done by this monkey only, because that is the only one standing there. And it's also huge in the form. Do you know anything about this? So they started to ask this question. Oyam kasya kuto vayam
Oyam kasya kuto vayam.
kim nimittam iha gataha
Kim nimittam iha gataha.
katam tvaya sahanena
Katham tvaya sahanena.
samvada krita ityuta
Samvadah krita ityuta.
achakshvano vishalakshi
Achakshvano vishalakshi.
ma bhute subhage vayam
Ma bhute subhage bhayam.
samvadam asita panki
Samvadam asita panki.
tvaya kim kritavanayam
Tvaya kim kritavanayam.
Atha bravit sattada sadvi
Atha bravit tada sadvi.
Sita sarvanga shobhana
Sita sarvanga shobhana.
Rakshasam kamarupanam
Rakshasam kamarupanam.
Vijnane ka gatirmama
Vijnane ka gatirmama.
Yuyamevasya janita
Yuyamevasya janita.
Yoyam yatva karishyati
योऽयं यद्वा करिष्यति
ahireva hyahe padan
अहिरेव ह्यहे पादान्
janadi na samshayah
विजानाति न संशयः
ahamapyati pitasmi
अहमप्यतिभीतास्मि
naiva janami kohyayam
नैव जानामि को ह्ययम्
vedmi rakshasamavenam
वेद्नि राक्षसमेवैनम्
kamarupinamagatam.
कामरूपिणमागतम्
So, kaha ayam, who is this one? Kasya, of whom is this? From whose representative or servant is this? Kutaha, from where it has come? Va ayam, kim nimittam iha agata? For what purpose it has come here? Katam tvaya saha anena samvataha kritaha? Is it that this had a conversation with you? Ityuta, please tell us. Achakshva, please explain this very clearly to us. Hey Vishalakshi, oh wide-eyed, beautiful one. Mam bhu bhayam te. Ma bhut bhayam te. May there be no fear about us, because you may think that we will do something about it. No. Please tell us without fear. A subhage, one who has a beautiful form. And samvadam asitapangi. Asitapa angi. So her eyelashes are dark and beautiful. Asitapa angi. Please tell, Toya kim kritavan ayam. What is that this Mavanara has done to you, or what it has dealing with you? Ata abravit tada sadvi sita sarvanga shobana. In all forms, she is so beautiful. She started to reply to all of them. Rakshasam kamarupanam vijnane ka gatihi mama. These Rakshasas can take any form. I do not know what this one is. Because they can take any form and come in front of me. So how do I know? Vijnane gatihi ka. Yuyamevasya janita. You people only know because you have been dwelling here. Yo yatva karishyati. Ayam. This one, whatever, whoever does, you only know. And it's usual saying, the feet of the snake is known only to the another snake. So, ahireva hi ahehe padan vijanati. First of all, snake doesn't have a feet. Right? No feet for the snake. Pambin kal pambariyam in Tamil. What does it mean? Certain category of people know only that category of people. We cannot be known by anybody else. So if a snake has passed by, you will not know. When there is no mark anywhere. But another snake can smell that another snake has gone by this. Easily. You will not know because you can't see it. You can't see any mark left behind. So, but another snake can smell and know, oh, my brother had gone this way. In the same way, the nature and characteristic of a Rakshasa and demons, how do I know? You only know it. Ahireva hi ahehe padan vijanati na samshaya. Ahihi is a snake. Yeah. So aham ati bhitam asmi. I am also very extremely afraid like you are. Naiva janami ko ayam. I do not know who this one is. Even though she is telling lies here, but to protect Hanuman only. Of course, there is a connection between these two are made, then there'll be a problem. So, Rakshasam eva ayenam vedmi. I think it is one of the Rakshasas. Kamarupinam iha agatam. Kamarupinam agatam. One who can take any form. Such a one only has come here. And so you be careful dealing with him. Or whatever you need to do. Vaidehya vachanam shrutva
वैदेह्या वचनं श्रुत्वा
rakshasyo vidruta drutam
राक्षस्यो विद्रुता द्रुतम्
ita kaschid gata kaschit
स्थिता काश्चित् गता काश्चित्
ravanaya niveditum
रावणाय निवेदितुम्
ravanasya samipe tu
रावणस्य समीपे तु
rakshasyo vikrutananaha
राक्षस्यो विकृताननाः
virupam vanaram bhimam
विरूपं वानरं भीमम्
ravanaya nyavedituhu
रावणाय न्यवेदिषुः
shuhu. Okay. अशोकवनिका मध्ये
अशोकवनिका मध्ये
राजन् भीमवपुः कपिः
राजन् भीम वपुः कपिः
सीतया कृतसंवादः
सीतया कृतसंवादः
इष्टत्तमिदविक्रमः
तिष्ठत्यमिति मितविक्रमः
न च तं जानकी सीता
न च तं जानकी सीता
हरिं हरिणलोचना
हरिं हरिणलोचना
अस्माभिर्बहुधा पृष्टा
अस्माभिर्बहुधा पृष्टा
निवेदयितुमिच्छति
निवेदयितुमिच्छति
वासवस्य भवेद्दूतः
वासवस्य भवेद्दूतः
दूतो वैश्रवणस्य वा
दूतो वैश्रवणस्य वा
प्रेषितो वापि रामेण
प्रेषितो वापि रामेण
सीतान्वेषणकाङ्क्षया
सीतान्वेषणकाङ्क्षया
तेनैवाद्भुतरूपेण
तेनैवाद्भुतरूपेण
यत्तत्तव मनोहरम्
यत्तत्तव मनोहरम्
नानामृगगणाकीर्णम्
नानामृगगणाकीर्णम्
प्रभृष्टं प्रमदा प्रभृष्टम् or pranashtam, what is written there?
प्रमृष्टम्
प्रमृष्टं प्रमदावनम्
प्रमृष्टं प्रमदावनम्
राक्षस्यः Vaidehya vachanam shrutva, listening to Vaidehi, the Rakshasas, Vidruta Drutam, they started to, Drutam, quickly they started to run. Some of them stayed there, Stitaha kaschit, Gataha kaschit, some of them run away, some of them stayed there, some of them ran away from there. Ravanaya niveditum, to inform Ravana. Te Rakshasyaha Vikrutananaha Ravanasya Samipe, having reached the proximity of Ravana, this ugly-faced demon, woman, Ravanaya Nivedishuhu Virupam Vanaram Bhimam, about the Vanara who is of Virupam, Vishwarupam. Virupam means terrible form of that Vanara. About Nivedishuhu, they started to, Nivedishuhu means desiring to explain about that. Ashoka Vanika Madhye Rajan Bhima Vapuhu Kapihi. In the middle of this forest, Ashokavana, O Rajan, there is a mighty form of a monkey. Now what they are saying, Sitaya Krita Sambadaha. They had no doubt that this is someone who had conversed with Sita. It is not that she may be saying, denying, she may not be answering our questions, but I'm sure she has been standing there, or sitting there, and that fellow is also standing. Everything is destroyed. And how do you think that she is not afraid of that? And if she was just looking at him. So they had a doubt and they said that I think this Kapi has already spoken to this Sita. Kritavadaha tishtati amida vikramaha. A very incomparable power with which that the kapi or the monkey is standing there. So, Harilochana, Harinalochana, Sita, Janaki, Saha, Tam, Harim, this one, see the very word Harinalochana, Hari is used in two forms. Harinalochana means, Harina means deer. So Harinalochana means one who has the deer like eyes of the like of a deer, she deer, Harina, Harinalochana. And where a Hari is used for monkey. So she does not know apparently. When we asked her, Asmabihi Bahuta Prushta. So even though when we asked about that, Na Nivedayitum Ichchati, Na is in the front. So she doesn't want to talk about this. When we asked about this, no. Even though we inquired many times, Bahuta Prushta na Nivedayitum Ichchati. She was not able to read Asmabihi. When we asked by us, she is not talking about him at all. So possibly that monkey is a messenger from Indra, Vasavasya Dutaha va, or it can be Vaishravanasya Dutaha, about the because these two people, Indra and Kubera, mighty wealthy people, both of them were brought under the control of Ravana. So it's possible that Vaishravana, Kubera might have sent a person or to destroy your place, or it can be Indra, or it can be Rama himself. Ramena vapi preshitaha. For what? Sita Anveshana Kankshaya, to find out from here where Sita is. So it could be that he had sent this. And therefore here, Tena eva adbhuta rupena, with this mighty form which we have never seen before, Yat tava manoharam nanamurga kirnam pramadavanam pramrushtam. The entire Pramadavana which you have very lovingly have been looking at or taking care of, Tat tava manoharam, your delightful mind, that which gives you delight to your mind, that one being pramrushtam, destroyed, or pramrushta means it has been stamped to death. Mrish is to crush, pramrushtam. Na tatra kaschit vad eshaha kaschit uddeshaha.
न तत्र कश्चित् उद्देशः
Yastena na vinashitaha.
यस्तेन न विनाशितः
Yatra sa Janaki Devi.
यत्र सा जानकी देवी
Satena na vinashitaha.
सतेन न विनाशितः
Janaki rakshanartam va.
जानकी रक्षणार्थं वा
Ramatva nopalakshyate.
श्रमात् वा नोपलक्ष्यते
Atava ka shramastasya.
अथवा कः श्रमस्तस्य
Aivatena abhirakshita.
सैव तेनाभिरक्षिता
Charupallava patradyam.
चारुपल्लवपत्राढ्यम्
Yam Sita swayamastita.
यं सीता स्वयमास्थिता
Pravruddha Shishupa Vrikshaha.
प्रवृद्धशिंशवपा वृक्षः
Shapa, yeah, not Shishupa. Okay, Shimshapa. Sajatena Birakshitaha.
स च तेनाभिरक्षितः
Tasyo Garupa. Sasyogra Rupa Rupasyogram. Tasru Tasyogra rupasyogram
तस्योग्र रूपस्योग्रम्
tvam dandam ajñātumarhasi.
तं दण्डम् आज्ञातुमर्हसि
Sita sambhashita yena
सीता सम्भाषिता येन
manam tena vinashitam
वनं तेन विनाशितम्
manaparigrhitam tam
मनः परिगृहीतां ताम्
tava raksho ganeshwara
तव रक्षो गणेश्वर
kasitam abhibhasheta
कः सीताम् अभिभाषेत
yo nasyatyakta jivitah.
यो न स्यात् त्यक्तजीवितः
There is no place that is not destroyed by this monkey. Na kaschit uddeshaha tatra yat hyaha tena na vinashitah. Not even one place. Uddesha means a spot or a region which is not there, which is not destroyed by this mighty monkey there. Nana mriga gana akirnam, filled with so many different kinds of animals. So that we say, Yatra sa Janaki Devi satena na vinashita. But where, even though every place has been destroyed in the forest, but not where Sita was standing. So now you know why we are concluding that way, that she had a conversation with Sita. She was not touched. The place where she was there remains untouched. So, it is unthinkable that where it can destroy everything with a lot of effort. Not to destroy Janaki's place is something which we cannot understand. So, Janaki Rakshanartam va Shramatva nopalakshyate. Or Shrama here means one meaning is effort, another meaning is, oh, it got tired by the time it reached Sita's place. This we just cannot accept that. Shramat va na upalakshate. Janaki Rakshanartam Shrama. So Janaki Rakshanartam va or Shramatva. It is just to protect Janaki that he did not destroy the place, or out of tiredness he did not do it. But what kind of shrama? Because when he is standing there, I don't see a single bit of any tiredness in him. Atava kahasa shramaha tasya. Where is the tiredness? We didn't see any amount of fatigueness in him. So therefore, sa eva tena abhirakshita. Sa eva tena rakshita. Sa eva, she alone has been tena apina abhirakshita. Definitely it is protected by her, by him only. And the place where she was standing, Charu Pallava Patradhyam Yam Swayam Astita Sita, where she was standing, a particular place which is Pravruttaha Shishupa Vrikshaha, that very Shimshupa Vrikshaha, that Shimshupa Vriksha, the beautiful tree known as Shimshupa, that Tena Abhirakshitaha, that is being protected by him specifically. Therefore, Tasya Ugra Rupasya, of that terrible form, Ugram Dandam Tvam Ajñātum Arhasi. With that terrible form, for that one, you have to give a terrible punishment. You command a terrible punishment order for a terrible punishment for that. Sita Sambhashita Yena, by whom Sita has been conversing, with whom he has been conversing, and Yavanam Tena Vinashitam. Manam, by that whole place has been destroyed by him. Therefore, these are the very two reasons you can give him the punishment for destroying the place as well as conversing with your captive. She is the one, and again, instigating Ravana further. She had captured your heart, is it not? Mana prahirihi pragrihitam. Raksha Ganeshwara, oh, the protector of the entire clan of Rakshasas. Tam mana pragrihitam tava. She, the one who has captured your heart. How can anybody can go and converse with her? Kaha Sitam Abhibhasheta. So, who dare would speak to her? And yo nasya tyakta jivita, other than the one who is ready to die. That means what? You cannot afford to keep him alive who has talked to the one who has captured your mind. So this way, attack on Hanuman is evident, is going to happen. And Hanumanji is also ready to face that. He actually wanted that way. And then comes the big, instance of burning the entire Lanka to prove the power of Rama as well as the tapas of Sita. All right, we'll see in the next session.
अगणित गुणगण भूषण राम आश्रित वत्सल जय जय राम अयोध्यवासी सीताराम आपद्बान्धव जय जय राम दशरथ नन्दन श्रीराम दशमुखमर्दन जय जय राम कौसल्या सुखवर्धन राम कामित फलदा जय जय राम पाप विमोचन श्रीराम पट्टाभिराम जय जय राम जानकी जीवन सीताराम जय रघुराम जय सिया राम वानर सेवित श्रीराम वारिधि वंदन जय जय राम हनुमत् पूजित सीताराम जय रघुराम जय सिया राम श्रीराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम श्रीराम जय जय राम श्रीराम जय जय राम सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।